All right, today we're going to talk about Amazon scams. Not particularly scams, but fake paid for reviews, and we got the receipts on this one. Boy, people have been talking about this for a while. One of my viewers saw my video yesterday. I guess it's kind of turned into scam week here on the Den of Tools. First, we talked about how to spot fake YouTube reviews. Milwaukee, we're talking to you. Sony, talking to you also. And then secondly, we did the video yesterday about DCS, this battery company down in Australia, suing a dude and his family for having the audacity to leave to do a video review that was honest. They're like, look, your batteries didn't measure up. And this company got so bent out of shape, they sued them. Then they lied to people about the fact that they were suing them. Then they had to retract that lies, but they're still suing this company. They've been just completely nuked from orbit by the internet, and they're still moving forward. They think this is their path to success. I highly recommend after this video, you go check that one out. I'll put a link to all that down below. But today we're talking about this. We're talking about companies that are sending out gift cards to people in order to leave 5-star reviews. This was sent to me by one of our viewers that I know, and it's going to blow you away. The company is legitimately paying you, or offering to pay you, more than the product is worth. You could make a living, if you could string enough of these together, you could probably make a living doing fake Amazon reviews, because this is insane. I'm going to read this to you here. This says, get instant Amazon gift card worth $40. Dear friend, thank you for choosing our product on Amazon. You have been invited to share your experience, all caps, on our Amazon product page. We are more than eager to hear your voice. I bet you are. Instructions to claim your gift card. Go to Amazon My Orders page, find your item, write a review with 5 stars, take a screenshot of the review once posted, then send your order ID and review screenshot to our customer service email at sendcardqq@outlook.com. Again, that is sendcardqq@outlook.com. We will send you the e-gift card within 1 to 2 days. For your account security, this is the best part. For your account security, please do not display this postcard in the review picture. Yeah, like that's about they're worried about your security there. Oh my gosh, this is insane. Now here's where it gets really funny, because this is a $40 gift card they're willing to offer this person in exchange for the 5-star review on this product right here. This is the wireless gaming headset, 2.4 gigahertz. It's usable for PS5, PS4, Switch, Mac, blah, 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 yada, yada, yada. It's currently priced at $40. So it would be free, right? I mean, my gosh, they gave away free. Oh, no. Pump the brakes on that one. Because if you don't order yet, because it's got a 40% off coupon, which is going to knock another $16 off the price. Oh, my gosh. So you're going to take that 40 minus 16. Let's see, I got to make sure it's like 34, right? Or $24. So you're going to end up making, oh my gosh, you're going to end up making $16. $16. Now, if you could just string a bunch of these together, $16, and you do like 4 an hour, that's some good money there. This company is so willing to boost up their 5-star ratings. And here's why. Let's be honest. I make a lot of money off of Amazon. Besides, affiliate links, all that kind of stuff. I also have, I'm a self-published author on Amazon. Maybe we'll talk about that later. Anyway, but like YouTube, we make a living off of YouTube. But in both cases, it's a love-hate relationship. Feel truly blessed that we get to make money doing this. And wow, these companies just are just a garbage fire going off. It's $40 and it comes down to $60. They're losing money on all these. Why are they willing to do it? Because Amazon makes it so hard to rise up in the rankings. And let's be honest, when you do a search in Amazon, you usually look at like just the first couple items. And then, and even if you do pick on the item, then you have to be one of the sellers of that item who is legitimate, because you'll see the ones where it says order from somebody else or something. Almost nobody does that. So if you're not the prime seller when that item gets picked, so you got to have the item ranked, then you got to be ranked as the primary seller for that item. It's tough on Amazon. So these people are willing to buy their way in to it. And I'll be honest, we take advantage of that here on the channel. We have a lot of companies that we worked with specifically for deals of the week, where they'll come to us and they're a up and coming company. They've got a decent product. They're like, hey, we want to sell this. And I can actually push them to sell at a loss because they need those purchases to push their sales rank higher and their seller rank higher. So it's a game everybody plays. You got to, and you'll see it. You'll see these up and coming companies who will take a loss lead to get to the point where they are considered legitimate, and then their price all of a sudden will raise up to the point where they're making money. Hyundai and Kia, when they entered the U.S., they were selling at loss leaders, and eventually they got to the point where, okay, people are like, these cars are okay. They come with that 10-year warranty. Hey, maybe we should buy them. And at that point, the price started going up. So anyway, let's keep moving forward on this. So I did a search across Google going, how prevalent is this? And oh my gosh, these are just the first 5 that showed up. It's legitimately everywhere. You can't throw a stone without hitting somebody who's posted, hey, I went to buy something on Amazon, and when I got the package, this card was in it saying, if I leave a 5-star review, they're going to give me a gift card, or they're going to give me something, or they'll send me this free product or something else. There is so much of that going on. It's rampant. Now, Amazon could stop this, but why don't they? Well, probably because of sales numbers is what I'm thinking. Let's keep going here. So the one person on Reddit, I saw this, and it's under malicious compliance, which is a fun little Reddit there to read if you don't mind the cesspool that is Reddit. Sure, I'd be happy to give you a 5-star review in exchange for your gift card. What this person suggests is, they're like, here's how we comply maliciously, is go ahead and accept it. Get your gift card. Sure, here's my review, 5 stars, boom, click, send it off, gift card. Then you go back in and you change your review, and you say, hey, by the way, it's 1 star because this company is totally scammed me. They reached out to me. They tried to pay me this, blah, blah, blah. And as such, you shouldn't buy this. Here's the problem. Amazon has started removing those reviews. Why? Well, because the review isn't about the product. That's the reasons they're legitimizing this by. It's not the product. You're talking about the seller, and you're supposed to talk about the product in the reviews. All right, I get it. Now, could you still go and leave hey, 5-star review, get your money? Oh, this product sucks, blah, blah, blah. You could do that. That's that's your ethics, and you set them where you want, figure out what you're going to do. The real question is, how do you fight this to begin with? How do you know going in if the 5-star reviews are real, if they're fake, whether they're legitimate? Let's talk about it. And you guys who have been around the channel, you know exactly what I'm saying here. And that is the old fish hook. That's what you got to look out for. The fish hook is what's going to get you. For those of you who don't know, this is the fish hook. You look at the 5 stars, and just like a fish hook, the big shank there are the 5 stars, then it comes down to the 4, the 3, then it starts coming back up, the 2, and the 1. We consider a fish hook to be if the 1 star is greater than the 3 and the 2 stars combined. Because if it comes down, it gets kind of level, maybe there's something else going on. But if it comes down and starts hooking back up, what that tells me is there's a serious issue with this product, and a lot of those 5-star reviews are probably fake to bump that number up, and that's why you get that fish hook kind of, hook. And that's the part that's going to get you. Now, is it a perfect one? No, this is definitely not a perfect way. You can't just look and go, oh, fish hook, and move on. What I have seen is that some companies, or some products, I should say, will make a product that has let's say a learning curve to it. There's something about the product that maybe the instructions are bad. It's got a steep learning curve. There's something technical about it. People who bought it, maybe they bought it from a YouTuber who misrepresented how hard it was to start using this product. And you'll get people who get it and they're like, well, this is stupid. 1-star review. Never mind this product again. You got to read through the 1-star reviews to figure out, hey, is it an issue with shipping? Is it an issue with the learning curve? Is it an issue with something else? But again, there's no silver bullet in all this. There's no holy grail of this is the easiest way to do it and it works every single time. What you got are clues that lead you down the path, and you just don't want to end up in that gingerbread house. That's what you want to look out for. All right, so a lot of people also say to me like, hey, I just use FakeSpot. Now, what is FakeSpot? FakeSpot is an app. It's made by Mozilla, so it's they're a big software player out there, been around for years, fairly trusted. I don't have a problem with Mozilla. Is FakeSpot legit? Yes. Does it work? Well, it works. It works-ish. All right. Let's take a look. Let's go back and look at. These headphones. All right. These, we know for a fact they're buying reviews. They're not just buying reviews. They're paying you back more money for buying this product. I guarantee after this video, this product sales will go through the roof. All right. I'll even put a link to it down below so you can go check it out. But I'm not recommending you buy it because clearly the product, if you read the 1 stars, they're like, it broke after 2 months. The sound quality was crap. There's all this stuff. Don't buy it. But if you want to check it out, I'll put a link in. Anyway, sorry, it's just such a funny situation. I can't stop laughing about it. So let's see what FakeSpot says about this. FakeSpot says they rate it a C, which is, at least they're saying it's not an A. I'll give them that. But I don't see how this couldn't be an F. But the fact of the matter is it's using AI. And AI can only guess and kind of perceive. And AI, everyone talking about how amazing AI is. I get it. AI is getting incredible. And I'm pretty sure at some point soon that you won't even need me. But I can do something that AI can't do. I can show fingers. And if you know AI, you know what I'm talking about. But the for feet pics, though, that's going to be $20, over on where. So just kidding, folks. It's 40. But if we come down here, let's see here. One of the things, there's a great tool in here, is it shows you the review count and the price history. But here the review count is fairly steady, and the price history is non-existent. The price history actually really doesn't matter. So in this case, like I said, they're all breadcrumbs along the path, so we're not really getting anything there. Let's go check another product that I'm fairly confident I understand where the reviews comes and that kind of stuff. And that is the Home Distillers Workbook, your guide to making moonshine, whiskey, vodka, rum, and so much more, written by just a truly incredibly intelligent and handsome man by the name of Jeff King. Yeah, okay, that's me. So anyway, this book, let's go back to it. Yes, I wrote this book. I did. It was a lark, and I wrote it. And I'll be honest, as far as authorship, it's terrible. But the information it gives you is pretty good. If you're looking to get started, it's a short, quick book. Anyway, I have never once paid for a review for this book. I wrote it on a lark. I originally wrote it in 2000. I had gotten laid off, and I was searching eBay, and somebody was selling like a moonshine recipe for $7. And I have a certain skill that I learned while living in the Indiana, Ohio, Kentucky area. And anyway, I know how to make this stuff. So I ordered this thing because I wanted to see what they were selling on eBay. And I get it, and it's a 1-page paper. Half of it's filled. It's like half filled. That basically says, take a bunch of water, boil it, put some sugar in it, let it cool, put some yeast in it, and then distill it. I'm like, dude, I can do better than that. And I wrote my first, let's call it a booklet. It was like 17 pages, and I started selling it on eBay. And as things went along, and then Amazon came out, and they opened up Amazon Kindle to anybody who wanted to publish. So I'm like, you know what? I'll do a rewrite on this. We did a rewrite. I got a professional done cover, got professional art done, and it became a best-selling book. It just so happened that when this came out is the same time the Moonshiners TV show launched shortly thereafter, and my books went through the roof. I was just walking out to the old mailboxing every month and going, hello, check. And I still make money on this. Not a ton, but it still, comes in every month or so. And but I've never paid for a review. I've never had to because I got lucky and I caught the swell with that whole trend. But what does Fake Spot say? If Fake Spot's so honest and everything, what do they say about it? They say that I rank a B, which is utterly ridiculous. I've never purchased anything before. Now, one thing it could be seen, in which case it should be worse, is I was approached by, I believe it was 4 or 5 of the major publishers. I think there's only 5 major publishers. And I was approached by, I think, all but one of them. And they wanted me to take down my book and rewrite a new book for them, for which they would pay me 3 to 6%. I'm like, you guys are nuts. Basically, you want me to give you my market share and you're going to pay me, in glass beads. No, I'm going to pass on that. And most of them were like, fine, and just walked away. One of them got a little pissy with me and they said, fine, we're going to, fine, we'll put out a better book. We're going to drown you. You'll rue the day. Paraphrasing there. And they put out a book like this, The Joy of Home Distilling. And it is currently outselling my book by a good bit, although we were neck and neck for a while. But then right after this book launched, it didn't do well. And it was not doing well. And I'll be honest, I was a little snarky because they'd been pretty rude to me. And I sent them an email going, so how are those sales going? And they fired back something, I don't remember. This was years ago. I don't remember what they said, but it was not pleasant. And then all of a sudden, something weird happened. I started getting a lot of negative reviews. And then a bunch of other books that looked almost identical to my book started popping up in the market. Now this is you're like, you're going on this huge tangent. How is this relevant? Don't worry, we will deliver in the end. All right. So all these other books started popping up, and half of them were basically direct copies of my book with a different, they'd have the same title. The interior was all the same, but they'd have a different cover page or something on it. And I had to fight tooth and nail for a couple of years with Amazon being like, these are copyright infringement. You need to take them down. To which they said, well, you have to contact the author. But Amazon allows you to basically publish directly through Amazon using their publishing tools. Basically, they'll become the publisher, and you can do it anonymously. So there's no way, if they don't put the information in the book, who the author is, there's no way to contact that author and be like, hey, you're infringing. Eventually, they got slapped by the FTC for doing this sort of thing. So those books went away. But by that time, a lot of damage was done. In fact, it was so bad, they were actually copying my reviews word for word. They were copying my reviews and put it on those books. And during that time, this book here had started outselling my book. And what makes me suspicious is that nobody was copying this book, but the book that was selling much worse than that, they were copying at that time. I'm not saying they did it, but someone did. So let's see what Fake Spot has to say about them. Fake Spot says that their ratings are also a B. But here's what I was talking about before. You can come down here, and we come down, we look at the review count. The review count was just pitiful, absolutely pitiful, right until January 20th of 2020. And then it legitimately went through the roof in the next, let's see here, by November of 2021, they had, oh my gosh, they went from 249 to 1,728. That's insane. Let's take a look at my book here. The review history on that. Here's the review history on mine. Nice organic curve. So, as I was saying, they're all breadcrumbs. There's nothing that calls it out and says, hey, this is the thing. Now, why do I tell you this here besides to make myself feel better? Which, honestly, you get a little pent up about this sort of thing. But the reality is there's more than one kind of fake review out there. It's not just sellers paying people for fake reviews. Sellers will pay companies on the dark web to nuke reviews on other products. So when you see the negative reviews, you have to read them. Don't just look at it and go, oh, it's a negative review, I'm done. Read the negative reviews, because chances are they're trash. All right. And if they look suspicious, then they are suspicious. And it's like Google them. That's an easy way to check. Just do a quick Google search and see if it pops up somewhere else. Look at the review history of the person that it's doing this. Do they have a questionable review history? So I just want to put that all out there. There is a broad spectrum of stuff of shady stuff that goes on with Amazon. And when they get enough public pressure, they tamp it down. We had the issue with Tack Life was going out and buying reviews, and they did nothing about it until somebody exposed Tack Life's spreadsheet that had all the paid reviews in it. And they were like, oh, that's terrible. Whack. Yeah, companies do it. It's scammy as heck. But they're stuck in an ecosystem where if you don't cheat, the other people are. Anyway, let me know what you think about this situation. Do you want me to cover more of this kind of scam stuff, how to spot scams, how to avoid scams, all that kind of stuff? Let me know if you want more videos like this. Put it down below. Be sure to go check out Off-Road Australia, whatever. I'll put a link to him down below and what's going on with him, DCS. Maybe send DCS an email and be like, hey, dude, this isn't cool what you're doing. And, and we're not going to stand here and just let you pick on the little guy because they were honest about your product. Anyway, that's all going to be down below in the video details. While you're down there, don't forget to chomp the old like button, smash the subscribe, ring the bell on the way out. You all take care. God bless. And as always, shine on.